What's the matter? Kneasel got your tongue? Right. Silencing charm. Just a precaution. I couldn't have you interrogating me in the corridor. I wanted to get here unnoticed.
What do you mean, interrogating you?
See? Always with the questions.
Of course I have questions. You sneak around, do Merlin knows what to Cassandra, steal her plant, and then disappear. And you cursed me so I couldn't remember any of it.
Don't be daft. I obliviated you, not a curse. I had to figure things out, and I didn't need you talking to your friends. Or worse, McGonagall.
Well, I don't appreciate you messing with my memories.
Noted. What else did you want to know?
What did you do to Cassandra?
Nothing. I was trying to help her. You saw me.
What I saw was you standing over her, looking guilty with your wand out.
You've got it all wrong. I suspected those ridiculous bloom-for-you plants were dangerous. When I saw Cassandra with one, I tried to take it from her.
That couldn't have gone well.
It did not. She said it was hers. To prove it, Cassandra was asleep before I could cast a spell to stop her. That's when you showed up.
Professor McGonagall found your thinking board. The photos of...
I omitted them as suspects, so I crossed them out.
Suspects?
The Ministry was right about one thing. Plants are involved in the so-called mysterious malady. But
so...
I started investigating people who know plants. It quick not that I suspected Neville for a second.
What am I doing here? Kidnapping is a Ministry offence, you know.
This isn't a kidnapping. I need your help.
Why did you take Cassandra's plant and run?
I told you. I needed time to sort things out, and as the plant was obviously dangerous, I didn't...
Didn't what?
I couldn't risk you being infected too. I know this is confusing, but if we don't move quickly, someone else is going to end up in the hospital. Look. These are all victims that were discovered recently. They've all received bloom for use. But the plant was so popular, Ministry investigators didn't... There's more. Look at the captions.
But why?
Don't know why, but I do know who. Look.
Mr. Thorne? But he's so nice. Why would he... Right, sorry. Don't judge a wizard by his big smile and fancy flower shop.
There's no one in his usually packed shop now. We should set off. Perfect time for an investigation.
What do you mean, we? He's not here. Maybe we should come back later.
Don't be absurd. Mandrake, fully grown. They're deadly in battle. This one is still young, but it will knock out anyone in earshot.
Yeah, I remember.
Right, that's what the earmuffs are for. Look over there. I'll go that way.
Ah!
Find anything?
Well,
Right. The secret to the Bloom for You plants.
I also found a journal of recipes with pages torn out. He must have been experimenting with potions.
Poisons, not potions. He was looking for one that could be delivered by his novelty plants. Who do you suppose is next on his list?
Ah! Oh no. Mr. Thorne must know Cassandra tricked him by now. He's going after Professor McGonagall himself.
The Three Broomsticks? Never heard of it.
You don't get out much, do you? Come on.
Madame Rosmerta said Professor McGonagall was here. Thorne, too. They left...
That's good, right?
Let's hope not.
What was that? We're too late.
Oh, I wasn't expecting...
Back away from the headmistress, Thorne.
Of course you do. You've been onto my methods since that day. There must be a poison. Keep the students safe with bubblehead charms. And I must say, well done. Well done indeed. I knew you were close. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The mysterious malady.
Stop stalling. You're through.
Just giving credit where credit is due, my young friend.
They all think it's me, you know. That I did it, alone.
You? That's preposterous. You're nothing but a glorified matron. Unfortunate taste in clothes, I might add. Very disappointing. I've years of experience and you're just a student.
As someone obsessed with the Battle of Hogwarts, you should have learned never to underestimate a student.
You used the mandrake. Good.
Oh dear. You think you've won, don't you?
Obviously, you're the one who's tied up.
But it is I who have prevailed, thanks to my ingenious plan. Those responsible for defeating the
Pretty sure you'll be the one paying the price. Specifically, all the galleons you stand to lose.
You know nothing. A vault filled with gold, which I have, by the way, would not sway my hand. I will gladly pay any price, knowing the Dark Lord's enemies are lost in slumber forever, just as he was lost without form for 14 long years. I will be his vengeance, his greatest champion. I will be remembered forever.
Wouldn't it have been easier to just, get rid of them?
My dear girl, where is the artistry in killing? But there's nothing you can do about it now. Only I know the antidote to my poison. Try as you might, you won't be able to crack it, Miss Cole.
You're wrong! As
I don't know about that, but I do know you shouldn't leave your notes lying about when you're trying to hatch an evil. I have everything I need to make the antidote and prove you.
How's the antidote coming?
Slow. I've been at it all night. Reminds me of working with Madame Pomfrey when I was a student.
Cassandra mentioned that. What did you do?
At first, just collecting herbs and administering simple potions. But after the Battle of Hogwarts, the matron needed my help with There were so many injuries and casualties.
That sounds awful.
You have no idea. That's when I began to appreciate how dangerous plants could be a force for good. And when I decided to become a healer.
Well, I'm glad you did. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here to fix everything.
Ah, there it is. Could you...
Roses? I didn't know you liked...
Plants most people would call pretty?
Yeah.
Well, I do.
Ouch!
Watch out for the thorn.
I think they're amazing, thorns and all. I'm sure your mum will...
Well, she's dead.
I'm sorry.
Obviously. How could you? Mum loved roses. So, on her birthday I leave a bunch on her grave. I remember pricking my thumb on a rose thorn when I was small. She laughed and said it was a good life lesson.
A lesson?
Yes. She said, "Don't assume beautiful things can't hurt you." And then she explained how everything wonderful needs to be handled with care.
I don't follow.
She worked for the Department of Magical Accidents and Catastrophes, so she saw what being careless with magic can do. That's what killed her, trying to clean up a magical mess.
That must have been awful.
I was devastated, but Dad took it even harder.
Oh, right.
All right, the antidote is ready.
Hi.
Oh.
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 Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Aw.
Ah. Master has given a sock to Dobby.
Wow, huh? Huh?
Ugh. Aw. Oh.
Um... Hello, Cassandra. How are you?
I heard you made the antidote. Is that true?
Yes, well, I helped. Astrid did most of it.
I guess she isn't as incompetent as I thought she was. Ugh, how can he still be sleeping? After the matron gave him the antidote, he woke up, asked what happened, and fell straight back to sleep.
As you well know, Miss Vole, Thorn's poison did not induce a restful slumber. Quite the contrary.
Professor Longbottom also suffered the effects of the poison for much longer than you or Professor McGonagall. It's difficult to predict how long it will take for him to fully recover.
Miss Cole, I do believe I owe you an apology. Not only did you create the antidote, you identified the culprit. I cannot say that I agree with your methods, but the results speak for themselves. For that, I thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, I suggest we let Miss Vole get...
An apology from Professor McGonagall?
It was unnerving.
I think I owe you an apology myself.
For what?
For doubting you.
The only problem with doubt is not doing something about it. You asked questions, and the answers led you to the truth. In the end, that's all that really matters.
I guess so. But I should have known you had a reason for this. I mean, there's no way you could be...
Why? Am I not smart enough?
I mean, well...
Just kidding. I know I am.